Hey there everyone, thank you so much for being with me today. I'm in a place of business where I've been several times before, and today we are going to migrate their UniFi Protect workload from their UDM Pro to a UNVR, which is a beast for UniFi Protect. And to understand first of all why we're doing it and how we're doing it, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're starting the migration process, and this is a real live environment. This is not kind of a demo studio kind of environment. This is a real life business environment, but don't worry, I'm confident that the migration process will go smoothly. And just before starting out, you just need to take into account that when migrating UniFi Protect from one console to another, the recordings do not follow you. Maybe this will be supported in the future, I don't know. You need to take into account that the recordings do not follow. So important clips or recordings that you have, go ahead and download the hard copy of them so you won't lose them. Alright, let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is on our UniFi Protect console, our main one, we'll go into settings, make sure you're in the control plane, backups, backup now, create a backup just before starting out. In fact, we kind of rely on it. Alright, so the backup was created, and don't just trust that. Also, download the hard copy of the backup. Go ahead and do that. Alright, so the backup is created. Make sure you save it. Alright, that's great. So now, we need to go into the Updates tab, to the Protect application, and stop UniFi Protect completely. And wait until it's stopped. Alright, at this point, if you have dedicated storage you bought for the UNVR, go ahead and put the drives in, power the UNVR Pro, and connect it to network. Make sure it's connected to the same VLAN as your cameras. In my specific case, I don't have storage dedicated for the UNVR. I'm migrating or moving the hard drive from the UDM Pro to the UNVR. So in this scenario, I will go ahead and power on my UNVR and initially configure it without any hard drives and updated. I need to make sure it's updated, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, so the UNVR has been connected both to power and to network, and it was connected to the same VLAN as the cameras, and that's an important piece of information because they have to be able to kind of auto-discover each other. So it has to be connected to the same VLAN as the cameras. So I know which switch and which port I connected my UNVR to. So let me go ahead and go to the port manager. I want to grab the IP address it got from the HCP, and that's the IP address. So let's go ahead and open up a new browser tab and browse to this IP address. I want to be able to set it up as far as I can without any hard drives in it at this point. So let's go ahead and start this process. Let's set up the UNVR. For now, we'll give it just an arbitrary name. It doesn't really matter for now. I'll proceed for now without an account. I'm going to skip adding storage, for now at least. Alright, so now it's updating, and it's important that we bring our UNVR to the at least latest possible update, at least to match the UniFi Protect version on our UDM Pro. So I'll let this update go on, and we'll of course resume the recording once this is done. Alright, so here's what happened to me that I'm pretty sure will never happen to you. It seems like that when I needed to set up a password for the UNVR, I somehow fat-fingered my own password, and when it finished updating, rebooted and went back online, I wanted to log in and I couldn't because I didn't know the password. So what I did is I factory reset the device, and actually, in terms of the process, it doesn't really matter because either way, it is time for us to restore from backup. So either we would do it after logging in and going to the control plane, or we can do it right now after a factory reset. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to restore from backup, and let's log into our UI account. Alright, so I do have the latest backup showing up in my account. So I can just go ahead and click on next. Just so you would know, when restoring the backup, it will rename your UNVR to the name of the console that last ran UniFi Protect. In my case, it will rename it to the same name as the UDM Pro. So we need to, after after everything is confirmed to be working, we'll have to go back and rename our UNVR to the name that we actually want the UNVR to be named. All right, so I'm going to let the restoring process complete, and I'm going to resume recording once this is done. All right, guys, so we can see that the restoration process was completed just fine. At this point, we can definitely go to the dashboard. Let me quickly just log in with my UniFi UI account. All right, so as we can see, logging into the UNVR, we can see that right off the bat, all the cameras have attached themselves to the UNVR. So in that regard, the migration was definitely completed. And if we take a look at all the cameras, they're all online. We have all the names. And if I'll go to the settings, I will be able to find settings that I initially configured, like 24 hours, like discovering third-party cameras, etc., etc. If all the cameras are there, then all the settings are there as well. But now it's time for us to power off. At least that's the recommended method from Ubiquiti. Even though the hard drives are hot swappable, it is recommended that we shut down both the UNVR and the UDM Pro, and I'll grab the hard drive from the UDM Pro and place it in the UNVR. So for now, let's go into settings, control plane, console. At this point, I have the opportunity to at this point, change the name to the name that I want to give the UNVR. It's not the UDM Pro. Let me click on apply. And of course, shut down. At this point, I will go to the UDM Pro. And again, control plane, console, and shut down. So now, once both devices are completely powered off, I will move the hard drive from the UDM Pro to the UNVR, and then of course I will resume the recording. Alright, so I took the hard drive from the UDM Pro, placed it into the UNVR, powered on both devices, and I'm in Site Manager, and I want to log in to the UNVR itself just to make sure that everything is in the right place. By the way, something that has changed since the last time I did such a migration, the storage was, the UNVR was able to just absorb the storage, and if we go into settings and storage, we can see that it's fully operational. The last time I did this kind of migration, it was a while, but I saw that there's a foreign console, something that I needed to reformat the hard drive. But now I can see that it's fully operational, and I can also see that I have a lot of my recordings. That means that the UNVR was able to actually absorb all the data from the hard drive, which is great. So as far as the migration goes, the migration for us was actually completed, but we still have a few post-migration things to do. If we'll go back to the UDM Pro that we just migrated, and we'll go to the settings and control plane. Right now, Protect is stopped, but we do need to now uninstall it completely. Okay, so Protect was completely uninstalled from the UDM Pro, and now if we'll go back to Site Manager, we can see two different sites of this same location. One is the UDM Pro and one is the UNVR. Of course, we don't want it that way. We want to merge everything into one site like it was before. So if I select the primary site, or the site where the UDM Pro lives, and I'll go into setting. In fact, we don't even have to go to the settings. We have it right here. We are suggested to merge with the UNVR. So let's click on merge. And just like that, the site is now, like it was before, merged everything into one place. So if I'll go to this site, if I'll go inside, I can see that like it was on the UDM Pro, one tab is the UniFi network, the other tab is the UniFi Protect, which is in the backend running on the UNVR Pro, and that's it. That's actually the entire migration process, completed successfully, easily, almost without any unthought of surprises, and the entire process is pretty much streamlined. Alright guys, so as you could see, the migration process itself technically is pretty straightforward. There are no big surprises there. As for what led this place of business to even consider this kind of migration was, first and foremost, along with all the networking needs and the growing number of cameras, we did see the UDM Pro CPU utilization reach above 90% at some point. So now we have taken all the UniFi Protect workloads and offload them to a dedicated console. freeing up the UDM Pro to do what it's supposed to do, first and foremost, networking and security. And another main reason is projected future needs. There will be more cameras added, and with these needs, maybe some more storage will be needed. And the UNVR will allow us to grow into these kind of projected needs in the future. Now, as for the migration process, if you guys have any tips, any suggestions, maybe you have a method to do this migration even better than what you saw here today, please drop me a comment. I would love to hear that. Otherwise, please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video.